And welcome to Rainbows and Razor Blades Productions, where chaos reigns in all of our content. We have character art on screen. It's so exciting. On that note, tonight we are playing Madness Takes Artena, homebrew 5e of my own making. And tonight, who do we have playing with us? Let us go ahead and start with Danny.
Hi, I'm Danny. I'm playing Trenton. You can find me on the internet and Dr. Snugglebutts. And look, I bought like a lot of dice and I don't know what to do with it, but yay! Sorry. I got shiny things. That's it.
He likes the shiny things.
Hi, I'm Izzy. I'm going to be playing Paintbrush, the Sun Soul half tabaxi elf monk person. And yeah, let's go.
Mary.
Hi, I'm Mary. And then gosh, my brain. I'm just gonna announce my character because I am brain dead today. I'm playing Mariel, the paladin, Fey Warden paladin. It's gonna be a rough one, guys. I am not prepared for the game tonight. My brain is pudding.
We need to have Mary get a "Words Are Hard, Y'all" shirt.
Yeah, honestly, that's gonna be today. That is gonna be today.
And Skag.
Hello, everybody. I'm Skagwater RPG, and you can find me on Twitter and all that other stuff under that. And yeah, I am going to be playing Lustin. It's been fun to be back here now. I've taken the last week off to deal with stuff.
And I am Kristen, your Chaos Goblin of a DM for tonight. We are down Steve tonight. He is off on his own adventure, not in a conch shell. And we will get into that later. For a recap, last week, Lustin took some time to meditate and do some training with the mermaids that he can find in the lagoon inside his conch shell. He did some thinking, did some learning, and he, as well as the rest of our team, have reached level 4, and that is very exciting. We love to see it. The rest of them found out that the general was going out to, or had gone out to, a cave that has a door that once led to the Underdark, and there had been communications with the little bit that they could get the door open to pass notes through, basically. And that is how General Nolstrom came to have the notes on his desk that they found like 4 or 5 episodes ago. So they made the trek out to go out there, as they were also told that the jagged spiral symbol that they keep on seeing had been carved into this same cave. Now, the door to the Underdark is magically sealed or not magically sealed. That's really unclear to everybody on the continent at this point, as it's one of the ones that Theodosis had gone around and closed after he helped push back the denizens of the Underdark that had tried to break through, and which everybody thought was an attack. But in reality, what at least General Nolstrom and some of the others have come to learn is actually was them attempting to escape the Underdark because of some entity that was basically engulfing the Underdark in a darkness that was consuming them as both people, monsters, what have you. And so the plan is they have begun construction of a camp area that some of the wizards from the Institute are attempting to create a spell that will cover the camp so that sun doesn't get through, so that the Underdark denizens can survive there. Because being from the Underdark, they need darkness. But it is becoming a concern that there is something happening in the Underdark that is bad enough that it has decimated the population down there, and they are pushed to the point where if they don't get out, they're probably all going to die. And it's been hinted at that this could have to do with the reason nobody can come to or leave Artena because of the storm surrounding it. There was also, as they went to go look at, the symbol of the jagged spiral, which, with a little bit of clever ingenuity, our adventurers found a second door in this area, which Paintbrush then painted the door so it's visible. They made some attempts to open either door, and after learning that saying open in Undercommon at least made the door to the Underdark shake, General Nostrum is going to get more people out that speak Undercommon to make some attempts to get that door open, and if it works, then they can go and open others, get more of the Underdark denizens out, and maybe learn what is going on underneath the continent. And that is where we will pick up tonight. Our band of adventurers on their way back did get the skins of 2 bears of the 3 that they slaughtered on their way out to the cave, and then made their way back in. You all have had a long rest. After your adventure, it was getting into darkness or evening when you did arrive. And everybody went their separate ways for the night. And now you may do what you will with this morning. Lustin, as you do come out of your room, you do peek into Errol's room, and he appears to be tossing and turning and not waking up, but Cobnass is in there with him and kind of shoos you off with he has these night terrors sometime, and I know how to help him. But he will probably be here the rest of the day, just to let you and all the rest of those he has become friends with know.
Will do. I will let them know. And he will go to the why can't I think of the name of it now?
The Wacky Mole Tavern?
Yeah, the Wacky Mole Tavern. This is what happens when I take a week off. I don't remember anything.
Hey, sometimes that happens when we don't take a week off.
It's true.
So and the rest of you.
Is it morning time?
Yes, it is now morning.
I am going to train with Bob for a little bit, and then I'm going to I don't know if Trenton would be up yet.
Before you go off to find him with the training with Bob, go ahead and roll me 2 general dexterity checks.
Yeah. Okay. First roll.
Let me pull up Bob's as well.
You said 2. Oh. Reroll that one. Even worse. I got a nat 1 and then an 11.
What are the totals on those?
12. 12 volts. Oh wait, I have modifiers. You guys.
You do. Add your proficiency bonus as well, since dexterity is your thing as a monk.
12, 16, 18 altogether. Woo.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
And then what was the total with the nat 1?
Oh, that was the total with the nat 1.
Okay. Then what's the total of the other? Wait, how did you get all the way up to that with a... Because it'll be the 1.
Yeah, the 1.
The 1 plus your dexterity modifier.
5.
Okay, so
And
there's
then
6, and then plus your
okay.
proficiency bonus, which is 2.
Which is
So-
yeah.
So yeah,
Perfect. And then the 11, right? 11, 15. 15? 14.
11 plus 5, which is your modifier, is 16.
16.
Plus
Math
2
is
is
hard.
17.
There we go.
We need one now that says math is hard, y'all.
Listen, it has come to my attention through my good friend Wraith that if you're gay, you can't do math. If you're on any spectrum of queer, you just can't do math. It is known.
True. True.
Oh,
All right.
you're mute.
He did roll himself an 18 and a 15. And so you do notice that he's keeping up with you on the speed of the movements, and he's slowly refining the technique. And he appreciates, I need to give poor Bob a long rest. I never gave him a long rest. There we go.
Oh no.
He was at 9 of redacted hit points.
Oh geez.
But he's grateful for you training with him, and he kind of looks at you, he's like, I enjoy our morning workouts. Thank you so much for being my friend.
Oh, I'm going to hug him and then leave. I
Okay.
appreciate you too, friend. And that coin that I found at the end of last episode,
Uh-huh.
if I'm going to go bother Trenton, I'm
Okay.
going to bring him my coin.
You're muted, Danny. Nope, you're still muted.
Damn it, times 2. As you have learned is the bane of your existence, Trenton only needs to transfer 4 hours, so he has already escaped. Do I have to be in a class today?
Roll me a d20. Just
Oh,
for...
I got a good one for my port roll, and I'm like, damn, should I just use that now?
The high roll is the one that you actually will say that it's a
I
you
got
have
a
a class
10.
today.
You do have a class on enchantment today that is at the equivalent of at 8 a.m.
I feel like for me, like 8 a.m. isn't like for me, an 8 a.m. class would be like if it was at 4 a.m. because it's right like, oh shit, that's way too early. I've already been away. Like 8 a.m. is like my noon because I've already been up for like 4 hours. I would go, but I'm definitely gonna like show up late because I had to get at least 2 iced coffees.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like leisurely walk in.
The professors are used to this by now and just kind of make a check mark that at least you're there.
I just tip my iced coffee. I'm like, salutations, good morning.
But yes, it is just about an hour's long class of the different ways that you can enchant items and weapons, and as so that you know the basics for when you get to a level that you can do this yourself.
See, because I'm like super smart and I like leveled up and shit. I got a new spell because I read my homework for the first time. Followed the syllabus. And oh my god, my new dice are like in the way. Move, bitch. So my spells that I'm taking, that I took, one of them is gonna let me just like I would assume like I sit in like the far corner of the room, like where people know not to like just leave him alone and don't really look at me much. And I'm just gonna like set up stuff around the edge, and then I'm gonna try and pull out my my brain book.
Oh, yes. The book that had the symbol on it Leston, it has been determined to have been made of flesh, but more specifically, brain flesh. And also has been determined that with detect thoughts, you can read this book.
You gave us a Necronomicon.
Not quite, not quite.
It's a Brainomicon.
Well,
And so like
Lesson's gonna be like, that's an interesting book there. That's it.
so like while like my classmates are like paying attention and shit's like crap, I don't like I'm like, this is the same rudimentary shit you discussed last week, like you're wasting time. I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts on the book, but like I'm gonna think tip book, like, bitch, you got no excuses now. You should at least like tell me what the fuck's going on. And I cast Detect Thoughts on the book.
Alright,
Le
let me-
book.
I just used this spell Saturday, so you would think I would remember this, but
Never.
You can read
never
the
okay,
works
so
book,
you
out.
get a little bit of the surface thoughts, and it's a jumble since there's more than one brain in here, and you get snippets of like the lost and the dark and once upon a time, like somebody's brain was put in there that's a storyteller, and you hear it's coming and all of these weird things until a last thought says chaos. And then to push farther, what is the DC save for the wisdom save?
Why do they like make that? It's so much writing in the spell. Like,
It should say at the top, the attack save.
Wisdom 15. If you probe deeper, the target must make a Wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning. If it succeeds, the spell ends.
It did roll an 18.
3.
Port roll.
Oh, you're using the portent. I like it.
No, it's a 3.
So when you impose this failure on it, one of the voices becomes clearer. You still catch like in whispers off to the sides, still little just snippets of don't go wrong, don't go into the dark, chaos will reign, and like all these just little things. But the one that you zero in on is a deep male voice. And it says, we must keep our thoughts and keep our knowledge in this book, for one day it will make its way to the surface and it will lead those who find it to the temples of chaos that will set us all free, that will set the world free, that will end the darkness.
Trenton takes a deep sigh, a very passive aggressive sip of his iced coffee, contemplates burning the book because it's so much work. Like, honestly, like, I'm just like, oh God, I don't want to do this. As I'm gonna flip through the pages, knowing that like it's supposed to lead me to the temples, do I decipher an even more detailed map now that like I'm surgically scalpeling through the thoughts a bit?
You turn to the page that you remember the map is on, and Oh, you also get the emotional state, and that specific one that rose up, the emotional state, when that portion was written, for lack of a better term, is not necessarily like the feeling of loss, but almost a despondency. Like he knows that if he puts this in the book and donates his brain and the knowledge in it to the book, that one day people that he knows will be saved, but it won't be in his time.
Oh, they're like clear different voices, so I'm just gonna make a little note in the corner of the book. Male emo voice with
You're trying to write in the brain book?
Can I like make a little note on the page, like just with like basic ink?
Roll me a dexterity save.
Oh, please. Use your other portent roll.
No, I want to use that for damage. I 12.
Okay, that's enough for this. This was a low check, but you do make the note, but it's almost like parts of the book rise up and like try to bring the pen and the ink down into it.
I'm just trying to write like email male voice dash Bruce.
But you do write it out fast enough and get the pen away, and if you get the pen away before this happens, then the ink will stay.
Me. God, you're so
But it does kind of
grabby.
reach up and try to grab the pen, and almost like it's trying to suck the ink down, but because you got the pen away, it can't suck in the ink that is sitting there, if that makes sense.
It does. I'm gonna rifle through my bag and we'll find just a basic piece of parchment, most likely homework that's not relevant to me that I stole off that one jackass student. I'm gonna roll it like a very fine piece, and I'm just gonna poke it to see if the book absorbs it.
Just a little bit of what?
Yeah,
Sorry?
I'm just like I'm using that other kid's homework and I'm
Gotcha.
pushing it into the book to see if it tries to absorb it.
Nope,
And
doesn't react to the paper.
God, you're so choosy without having fucking hands.
But when you do turn to the page with the map, with the spell still up, you do get it doesn't seem to have anything different to start, but maybe if you try asking a question to it.
Where the fuck do we go?
The spot that you know is in that cave that's near Belmoral, the symbol starts to raise up and give kind of a 3D image of a piece of rock in that same symbol that seems to, and there's a voice that says, "You must find the missing piece to enter the temple."
What is the missing piece?
It
like
just
super like
continues
basic.
to have the 3D image of the rock swirl. So you assume that you need to find a matching piece of rock to put back in.
I'm just gonna close the book. I'm gonna write all of this down on a piece of paper. Fold that into my pocket. Check the time. Notice he's still teaching, and just passively aggressively drink my coffee, waiting for the class to end.
Okay.
And then once it's done, I'll leave and I'll try and like find everyone.
All right. Amariel, what are you up to? Oh, you're muted.
every time the meme stands. I feel like Amariel probably is trying to have like, a quietish morning, but I think eventually she'll try and find everyone else. She's probably spending some extra time with the lovely pup that she adopted. But
Oh yeah, there was pets last week too.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
also, when you looked into Errol's room, did see a weasel curled up on the bed next to him.
I will ask later, and I will have many questions. And
We're
I'm
so
just
Yes.
gonna
like,
take you to the pet shop. We're so gonna take you to the pet shop.
So
Absolutely.
yes, you're playing with the pup, and you've spent enough time with them since the day before that you're certain that they at least have Blink Dog in their background, but obviously bred with a normal sort of dog. And go ahead and roll me an animal handling check.
blink out of existence, blink out of existence.
All right. Not 14. Not the best, but not the worst.
So yeah, you're playing with it, and you like kind of are throwing some sticks fetch like to see if you can get the dog to blink so you can figure out if it can. And one of the times that it goes for the stick, it does blink for a short distance, but it's definitely shorter than what you would expect from a blink dog. So you figure if you work with him a little bit more, he might be able to blink better. But for now, it's just like the short little distances. And then he just runs back, floppy ears going and super
Oh.
excited and wagging the tail.
What a sweet little thing. I am gonna just give it a bunch of attention and like try and make it all happy and know that we have
Maltris-
things to work on.
Meltris does come out since you're playing with the dog out kind of in the square in front of the Wacky Mole Tavern. And she's got a bowl of rare meat that is unseasoned that she's cooked up with a little bit of rice, and it's all like, oh, here, puppy. And she's like, I know that you probably got dog food, but when you are here, eat well.
Oh,
And pets him.
thanks, Meltris. And I'm just gonna give them a hug and spend more time with the puppy before real life work comes into play. It's been depressing half the time, so it's nice to have a little puppy moment where things are happy and not worrying about people trapped underground in a horrible death. That's what I'm doing this morning until I have to go.
So yes, Trendon was already at class when Paintbrush went to find him. But as you all sort of get to the Wacky Mole, you do see Amariel out front with the dog, and probably Leston has gotten there and is just like standing there confused for a minute.
You care to explain what did I miss?
Oh yeah, we went to the pet store.
There's
You
a pet
have
store
to
in
go-
town.
Yes, we're gonna go right now. You need to get a pet.
It's called
Absolutely.
For Real, and they learned that the owner, I remember NPC names, I swear.
Looking down at my conch shell, I'm like, is it okay if I have a pet? Tap, tap, tap.
We'll get you a nice hermit crab.
Ty Dastender is the human woman that runs it, and they were sent there to speak to her because she is a member of the Ghost Knives as an information drop and go between.
Got it. Okay. So she's helpful at the same time, or he, she's helpful.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Got
But we
it.
need to go get you a pet.
Poke, 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 poke.
Why are you poking a shell?
Because it has fish in it.
Little tentacle like green comes out and kind of wraps around your finger for a moment, smacking it, and then goes back in.
Ew.
Like that. See? Just shake it off like this. Trying to get the slime off. Threaten, come here for 1 second, okay?
I will chromatic orb you if you touch me with that finger. And I
You
take
don't have a way to clean it?
once. Bennett, that's my recommendation. There's a
Not going to
fire. Yeah,
burn my
I
finger.
immediately cast create bonfire right next to him. It's like fire sanitizes everything. How about it?
But I don't need to sanitize it. I just need to clean it off.
Fire cleans everything. It lays waste to the putrid and leaves the earth anew.
Where's the book at? Do you have it like out and about, or you
No,
just
it's like in my bag.
Oh, okay, cool. Yes. No, I don't want to.
Okay, well, you figure that out. I take out the book and I'm like, well, so I spoke to Bruce. He wasn't that helpful, but he kind of helped.
I'm gonna poke it with the slimy finger. What's this?
Roll me a dexterity save.
If I could use another point to fuck you over, I would.
You're just looking to beat a 10. It's not a huge one currently, anyway.
That's a 10.
So as you tap it, it starts to rise up around your finger and like the moisture is sucked off of your finger, but you just pull it back fast enough that your finger doesn't get sucked into.
That is very interesting. Why do you have a book that can do that? My finger's clean.
Well, I think Bruce is thirsty. So thanks,
You
I
named
guess.
the book Bruce.
No, I named the one. No, I named the male voice Bruce. That's what I was
Oh.
writing. Deep male voice with emotional feelings that look despondent. Dash Bruce. So if other voices come up, I will be naming all of them. So you can then differentiate which brain am I reading. So right now it's Bruce and Friends, as far as I know.
Paintbrush, have you arrived yet?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna be flipping my coin. If I didn't find Trenton at his dorm or in class, I would have gone to the wacky mole.
So yeah, you were probably there before him because he did actually go to class and at least sit through class.
The spies are everywhere.
You did go past the class that you knew he would be in because you have his schedule written down as well. And looked through the window and you did see him in there and he looked to be studying as far as you could tell. He was writing stuff down anyways.
I
Oh.
looked so studious. I'm such a good student.
And then yes, you arrived and Amariel was playing with, did we name the dog? I can't remember. Did we name if we named the dog?
I can't remember.
Francois.
I think there was a name, but my brain is mush today.
Yeah, my brain is not recalling it. I will listen back to the other episode to see if we named the dog. All right. So, as you're all there, Maltris has brought out the food for it. They've told Leston about the pet store and her helpfulness as part of the Ghost Knives. What would you all like to do now?
I'm gonna finish my coffee and like that weird residue of iced coffee that's like really diluted creamed like coffee that's like disgusting that no one ever wants to drink, so they just throw it away.
No, I always drink my coffee fast enough that it doesn't sit there.
No, but like it has the ice cubes and then it like takes like that residue that's on the sides of the coffee cup.
Oh, I eat the ice cube.
Who hurt you? It's bad for your teeth. Thank you. But like I'm gonna pull that like on the book and I'm gonna see if it drinks it. I'm just like curious
Oh
about the
my
book now.
God.
Like
Gotcha. Okay. So did you take like a piece of the ice or just the residue?
no, like I'm like putting a piece, like I'm grabbing the cup and I'm like right above it. I'm just tipping it so like one ice cube falls out.
Okay. As the ice cube hits, it starts to do that same kind of like rising up a little bit, and there's the sucking, but it only gets what is actually liquid at that point. It takes it a little bit longer, like the ice cube does start to melt a little bit, and it slowly rises up around the ice cube and then sucks the whole ice cube in.
Can I insight check the book if it's like just thirsty?
I mean, you can certainly try.
I'm debating on using my nat 20 for this. Oh, okay. 21 on insight.
You can tell that it is specifically just reactive to liquids, but it is unclear exactly why it sucks these liquids in.
It's like super thirsty, guys. So like if you have like extra liquids you don't need, like I'm sure Bruce and his friends would really appreciate it. Anyway, there's like a map, and like what I gauge is we have to find a rock that looks like a rock.
I'm curious to know something.
Uh-huh.
I am going. You got a sharp, pointy thing on you about yay long?
Do I have a sharp pointy thing? I just
Yes.
pull out my scimitar.
Okay. I'm gonna put my hand like right out there. I want to see if you can hear my voice if you put my blood in it, maybe.
So what I'm hearing is I'm allowed to stab you.
You're allowed to cut a little
Stab you,
piece.
got it. Yeah.
Are we sure that feeding a book bound by flesh is a smart idea? Because I feel
Nope.
like I read a story about this at
I-
some point.
As the blade is already in his hand, I go, we should have discussed that, but you know, when given opportunities.
So yeah, you just slice Lustin's hand a little bit. Like it's not enough to take any hit points or anything. It's just enough for like if you squeeze your hand, you can get a drop of blood. And if you want to put that drop of blood on the book, go for it.
I sure do. This is going to be interesting because Lust is probably gonna die.
I'm gonna like think to myself like, oh my god, maybe he's gonna become another familiar of mine.
So the blood does hit the book. And Lustin, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw coming up. Oh shit. That's a 9.
That's a 20. God damn it, you made me waste it. Actually, no, it's a 9. I want to see what happens. It's a 9. I want to see.
So as your blood hits the page, you hear the voices in your head.
Oh,
but
shit.
It's a cacophony that you can't really separate out anything really. It's a clash of chaos, darkness, don't go in the light, don't go in the dark, like all of these contradicting words. Like as soon as chaos is said, order is like slammed into it, and it's like pulling at your brain, and you clutch at your head because it's painful. And you do take 2 points of psychic damage.
Yeah, not worth my 20. You deserve it.
We'll accept it.
And as it's like the pain starts to recede, you do hear one last voice that says, "Set us free." and then it withdraws from your head.
There are many voices in that book, and I don't like it.
I told you, it's Bruce and friends.
They want us to set them free. I don't think we should do that.
Oh yeah, like the book said, like,
No.
oh, set us free, like set the world free, banish the darkness, go to these like evil temple things. But like, weren't we already told to go to like temples and shit?
Yeah. Theodosius wants us to go.
Oh my god,
Uh,
so we have to like find a rock that looks like a rock. And then I just point on the map like where we have to like look for the rock.
and how far away is this rock?
I don't know. Mario, you're good with like nature and like being outside. I'm more of like an inside kind of person.
Probably better than you are, but
Can I roll 2 with the Mario to see?
Yeah, if you
Okay.
guys want to go ahead and roll nature rolls, and if either Trenton and or Lustin want to use the help action.
I'm giving Mario the help action because I'm like, I'm an inside
Okay.
person, you're an outside person. And then I just show her the book, like, that's me helping.
well, luckily I rolled a natural 18. I believe I have proficiency. So
I got a 4.
21.
You, as soon as he starts talking about a rock that should fit in there, it makes sense that that would be how it is opened, but you have no idea how to go about finding it.
Okay. Well, that would make sense, but the location is entirely another thing. I am not the best with puzzles and all that kind of stuff, so
Paintbrush, any ideas?
Nope, I rolled a 4 for my nature check. Um,
Rock, good.
not good.
So yeah, it's another mystery to add to the list. But you do
Smart
now
one
know
isn't here.
that you need to keep an eye out for this rock.
Well, in the meantime, Mario, shall we make these bearskins into coats?
yeah, that could be really cool.
Awesome. Would we know like where the tailor is?
In this little square area, the marketplace, you do know that there is, let me see her name, Zelivia, because I know how to pronounce my own names. Zelivia is the purple tiefling that runs Gemstone Couture. And she's the closest thing to just a tailor that's close by. You do know that there are some women that hang out at one of the wells and do some tailoring on the side, but for the most part, if you're looking for something specific, Zelivia is the good one to go see.
So Lustin, Paintbrush, while you two ponder the great mysteries of the rock that looks like a rock that goes inside of a rock, I'm gonna go to the place next door and turn my bearskin into a coat. Mario, you wanna come?
Sure, that sounds fun. I'm not the best at researching.
Oh no, like the rocks are outside. I deal with inside stuff, so like that's totally more their forte. I totally believe in them.
I am
Are you
happy
sure?
that you have that amount of confidence in us.
I really just want to get this coat.
Going to be
Maybe we'll be
fuzzy.
stricken with a genius as we get the coat. Well, we're just gonna drop them off. It's gonna take them time to make it.
We'll meet up,
We'll be right
right?
back.
That's the plan.
Yeah, we'll just be right back. We're just gonna go drop off the bear skins and be like, can you take our measurements? I want a coat. I want the paws so that I can still like put my hands in it like gloves and be like, raw. And then I can like put the hood up and it's like the bear ears.
Oh, that would be really cute.
Um,
You guys do so much fun stuff here.
it's whatever your imagination takes you, Mario.
So you guys go
Wow.
to see Zelivia?
Yeah.
So you walk into Gemstone Couture, and Zelivia is about 5'8", purple tiefling, does like a dusting of shimmery rock to make her skin look like a night sky. She's got 2 sets of horns, one set that's a little bit shorter and one set that goes all the way back, and like charms and different things are hanging off of them. She's wearing this gorgeous robe that is made of like a scarlet silk that is just draped over her, and she is seen outside of her store, but for the most part she sticks to inside her store where she can just be fabulous and not be cold.
Which her
Valid.
and I are on the same wavelength. We're indoor people.
And as you walk in carrying these uncured bear hides, she kind of wrinkles her nose a little bit and she's like, oh, what have we here?
So
Hello,
we
hello.
go.
Oh, I was just gonna say hi. We are new to town and we found bear hides and we're wondering, we've just heard how wonderful your clothes are, and we never knew if you worked with this medium before.
I mean, I can certainly do something with it, but I might suggest taking it to the tannery just outside the north gates to get them cured so they don't smell so much.
Oh, of course. See, we didn't know. We're new to this.
Oh, it is fine. It is fine. You're not the first ones to come in with the fresh, decaying hides. But yes, if you go and take it to the tannery, let them know that it is coming to me. And then as soon as it is done, we can discuss what
I
can be done.
pull out schematics of what I want and I just
Oh, somebody who comes in with the ideas. I do so
Yes,
enjoy those.
So like we're going for like a midsummer bear who's post nap after like eating a bunch of berries and honey. It's supposed to be comfortable, fluffy, but like I can stick my hands in it and go like raw, and, like put the hood up. Will the
Oh, so
tannery
you want to
deliver it
keep
here?
the bear head and like his
Yes.
jaws sit on
Yeah.
top of your head.
Yeah. So
And then the
like
paws are your hands and you go raw.
exactly. It's like I can hide and pretend to be a bear if I'm like behind a bush. But I can like tilt the headpiece of the cloak back. Because you know, it's style. Will the tannery just deliver it here when they're done doing the
Yes.
tannery stuff?
If you tell them that I am awaiting them, then if you tell them that I gave them to you to take, they won't charge you for the tanning.
Perfect. Amaria, do you want the same plan?
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
All right, fantastic. Yes, take them to the tannery, and this is just so cute and sounds so much fun. I will charge 20 gold per each.
So much money. I just look at her like I'm so poor.
She
Like-
looks at you like you cannot. Actually, you know what? Roll a deception check versus her perception.
Can I help?
Sure.
I don't know what your deception is or what.
My
but
deception is -2.
Fun. Fun.
Okay. Is this high enough or do I want to use the net 20?
I would use the nat 20 personally. This seems like the perfect time.
I rolled a 16, but that'll become a 4. Yeah, I'll use the net 20.
Well,
I
she
don't
got
need
an 8 because she rolled a natural 1.
Fuck.
It's okay. Nat 20s are for bearskin cuts. They're not for saving teammates.
So she kind of looks at you and she's like, well, I don't know so much about your money situation, but
Look. It's basically free marketing. Like, I'll be wearing it. I'm like at that really fancy mage school. I don't have money because, family has money and shit. But like, I'm like top of the class without really trying. So like, I'm sure all the other students, when they see this, are gonna race over here to try and buy it. So it's like, it's an investment in your own business from really rich, stupid mages who don't understand business because they're so stuck up with their arcane bullshit.
all right, roll me a d10 to see how much she knocks off of it.
I'm like, wait, I use that dice when I play a warlock. Why can't I figure it out?
Right.
Ah! I got a 0, which means 10.
Okay,
Yes.
10 gold each then. And spread the word that I made them.
Obviously. And like, if you want to like put like your little logo like along the trim, I'd support that.
Very well, very well. I will take that to money now. Go to the tannery and they will get us started. And as she does turn around to go, like, did you give the schematics to her so she has them to study and look at?
Yeah. I'm giving her the schematics.
So, yeah,
I
she's
have
got-
multiple copies.
She's got those in her hand, and as she turns to walk away, the back of this dress drapes all the way down underneath her tail, barely covering her ass. And there's just like these like diamond encrusted chains that drape in the open area. And she says, excellent. I think this will take me about I don't have any rush orders. 4 days. In 4 days they will be ready.
Perfect.
And then you go take them to the tannery and it smells fucking horrible. But you drop off your bearskins to be tanned, and they assure you that since it is for Lady Zelvia, that she will have them by that evening.
Thank you. Okay. And then as we go back, I discuss everything but the puzzle with the Mario.
Paintbrush and Lustin, what are you two doing while this all happens?
I'm gonna tell Lustin all about my coin. I lost it a long time ago. Look, it came back to me. And as we're going around town.
Like, just nods his head. Yes. Okay.
What do you tell him specifically about the coin? Just that you lost it and came back to you?
Yeah, that's about as much as he needs to know at the moment. It's a good coin. I like this coin very much.
It holds this. This coin holds a special place in your heart, does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Where was it? Where did you find it exactly?
Well, you see, on my way back to town, it was just laying on the ground. I don't know how I got there, why I got there, but it
So you don't think that maybe possibly it could have been just another coin that just happened to look like your coin?
and I'm gonna hold my coin close. No, I think it's my coin. It's kind of like your conch shell. You'd know your conch shell if it popped up again, yeah.
Paintbrush,
have
you
a-
do hear in your ear. Don't say too much, my boy.
I have a very special conch shell though. With you see, it's not like a normal coin like that.
Do you look closer at the coin, Lustin, or do
If he holds it out, yes.
roll a perception check, or actually investigation? Investigation would be
Oh.
better for this.
Okay, we'll see. Oh shoot, what is that? What the hell? Okay, that's a 14.
The images on it seem to waver a little bit as you look at them, but you're unsure why.
What do you see when you look at that coin?
What do I see when I look at my coin?
The coin is like, it's got, obviously two sides, but both of the sides match. And it's got what just looks like almost a wooden crutch on each side. And then it does say, let me look up something quick. It has it has four symbols that look almost as old as the symbols that you've been looking at that relate to the spiral, but not quite as old.
So you're also not telling me this is the first time you've actually looked at your coin?
No, I don't remember how I lost it. I don't remember how I lost it, right?
When you were a kid, you had it for a solid 5 months. And then let me look at my notes. After your tribe's leader came to the city at the insistence of Papa, you do remember being put into a light trance, and when you came out of the trance, the coin had been taken from you, and you had either the leader of your tribe, your father, or one or two other tribe members that stayed next to you for the next few weeks to keep an eye on you. And at that point, you kind of started to forget about the coin.
Well, it's back with me now. And I'm gonna keep flipping the coin.
Can I take a closer look at it and like hold my hand out?
I'm gonna hold the coin up so he can see it, but I don't want it in his hand.
Cause it's gross.
Not always. It's a coin. My hand is not gross no more.
It's bleeding.
Not gross no more. It's just it's just blurry, basically blurry to me though.
Yeah, if you
Okay.
just look at it, yes.
It's very.
But it does look like it's made of iron and like kind of hefty and just weird.
Everything around us is weird is going on.
Yeah. And I'm
Because I
gonna
don't see that at all.
keep flipping my coin. So we're looking for a rock as I'm flipping my coin.
That is a way to get around the conversation, I guess. It's changing it. Yes, a rock. A rock that goes inside of a rock that goes inside of another rock.
Hmm.
Now I need a hammer.
What uh, can I do a perception check as we walk along? I don't know where we're walking, but I just want to look around at all the pretty rocks as we walk around town, outside
Okay,
of town.
go ahead and make a perception check. I picture that as they've gone to go do the bear pelt stuff, that you guys are just wandering around looking at rocks.
Ooh, that's a rock. That's a rock.
Ooh,
That's a
okay.
pretty rock.
This is perception.
Yes.
19 plus 5, 24.
You do find as you're walking along, there's not a whole lot of rocks in town because it is, a fairly snowy place, and so you would have to dig to find most of them. But you do see a couple of very nice polished rocks laying around. Some of them look like quartz, some of them look just like rocks. That's about all you find.
I'll put the shiny rocks in my pouch as we go along.
Okay, you have 4 pieces of quartz.
Ooh.
Are you going to give that to Trenton? So he can shoot it?
I don't know. I'll ask him if he wants the shiniest one, but I'm not gonna give him all of them.
Let me look at something quick. You would know from your time around the Sunstar family that pieces of quartz that are nice like this do sell for about 10 gold pieces each and can occasionally be used for spell components.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give him a try.
Can I add something to that?
Sure.
You would also know I would never use valuable gems or rocks
Oh.
as like catapult. I'd find the stupidest mundane item. Like, oh, you're giving me a rock to shoot it. Great. I'll get the rock that's worth something, pick up a rock from the ground and shoot that. Like I wouldn't waste like expensive rocks.
That's a gemstone.
But hey, you never know. You might learn a spell that requires a quartz component.
Yeah, but I'm saying I wouldn't catapult a quartz.
No.
It'd be hilarious.
Can I catapult a person?
No, it's got to be under a certain weight, I think.
But what if I reduce them? The flying gnome combo.
Let me.
The flying raging gnome. I think it's like 15 pounds or something like that.
1 to 5 pounds.
1 to 5 pounds.
Oh, boo.
Anyway, so yes, you find some shiny rocks. You wander around. As you walk past an alleyway, make a dexterity check, Lustin.
Oh, yay. Now what's going to come shooting off at me?
You're about to get stabbed.
Oh, that's a 15. That's not bad.
Second. I knew I was going to have this, so I should have had this up, but I did not. Wow, I am rolling like crap tonight. What did you say you rolled?
15.
That just beats the acrobatics attempt. You do feel grazing your arm, like you just catch out of the side of your eye that something's coming towards your arm, and you pull back and you turn, and in her form of Hurt, the fortune teller, you do see the changeling that you also know is a member of the Ghost Knives, that is in her other guise is a mentor to Trenton in the underground fighting ring.
You could just like not reach out and grab me, right? You can like ask and say, "Hey, you."
Hey, you, get your asses over here before you're seen.
Okay.
So you follow her into the alleyway.
Yeah.
As you duck into the alleyway with
no.
her, please roll me stealth checks.
I'm good at that though. I'm good.
Oh no, I got disadvantage on stealth checks.
Dirty 20.
So you like go hide in the alleyway, Leston, and you trip over a barrel, and thanks to the numbers that Hurt and Paintbrush got, they stop you from hitting the ground and then just sit you down behind the barrel. And you do hear the of feet in heavy mail go past the alleyway, and you hear a voice say, "I swear I saw them over here, sir." "Well, appears they're not here now. Keep looking. We can find them or the others." And then they go off.
Gasp.
Why are we being hunted now? Like, is this because of what we did a few days ago? I'm gonna turn to her. Okay, I know you have information. Are we being hunted?
It appears that the Neodar figured out that you weren't completely straight with them. So it may behoove you all to leave Belmoral for a while.
So we need to skip town. Got it. Okay.
The Ghost Knives are working to smooth things over and take out a few of the key Neodar, but those are the personal guards of Leroy, the one who initially hired you.
Oh, good.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I believe you can take them, but then that would bring a little bit too much heat on you all.
Oh, it would bring a lot more heat than what we would already have
It's
on
one
us.
thing to fight some errant rogues that are known to be
Throwaways.
well, part of the whispers of the ended bitches.
Okay.
But, and I mean, you fought the ice mephits, and you have enough good standing in town that it might not hurt you, but it's better to be out of sight, out of mind. You feel me?
Oh, I do. I understand. I'm not feeling you, but yeah, I feel you. That makes sense.
Oh, you're feeling her.
uh
I understand where you are coming from. Those are the words that I am looking for.
some of the other Ghost Knives are out, and they're going to draw them off. And we could give you about a day's leniency to get stuff together. And if you go to see Ty again, they may have an idea of where you should go.
See tie. Okay. And then we need to get it out of here. We have another part. We have a member that is down right now with nightmares.
You have a day. We will be able to buy you the time.
Okay. Good. Because we are probably going to need it.
Okay.
Is there
She does hand you what looks to be like a tarot type card. That she says, this will allow you to send one message to me or allow me to send one message to you. If you run into an emergency that you don't feel you can get yourselves out of, let us know. Otherwise, I will let you know when it is safe to return.
When they hopefully forget about us. Or when they just leave town entirely and we can just come back and have a party.
I mean, that would be awesome, but
There's always a but.
And maybe it's a big butt.
I like big butts and I cannot
And
lie.
not lie.
She does hand another tarot card over to you, Paintbrush. And it is the hag card. And she says, a reminder to be careful. And then she disappears.
Over the
from the back.
paintbrush. What ominous things are you getting into that I don't know about?
Nothing. I'm a good boy. I follow the light. I don't know what. Oh, but we
You
should go find
have-
the others.
You are carrying around a coin that has nothing on it now. And she says that to you.
Ah. Hmm. Like she said, be careful.
I was gonna like put my hand like this. Be like, oh my gosh. Okay, so we need to go find the rest of them, the rest of us, and go tell them what's going on.
Yeah.
And as you guys walk back towards the Wacky Mole Tavern, that is where we are going to take our break for tonight. Thank you for everybody who's tuned in. Thanks for sticking around, and we will be back in 5 to 10 minutes.
Bye.
Ready? Your makeup is
Are you ready
terrible.
for this? Dun, 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 dun,
Oh no,
dun.
I went full drag queen song. Your makeup is terrible.
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 Yes.
Terrible. Your makeup is terrible. But I love you anyway.
Welcome back to the chaos.
Alaska 5000.
For those of you that may just be tuning in, apparently there may be cursed items involved, but we don't know for sure whether they're actually cursed or just weird.
So they're
And-
cursed. They're just cursed.
And Lustin and Paintbrush have been made aware by Hurt, the changeling fortune teller, that the personal guards of Leroy, the Neodar, who had hired them all the way back in episode 1 for a job, and they only handed over partial information, is now after them and
Oops.
barely saved them from a poor stealth roll and being caught. As everybody makes their way back to the Wacky Mole, how do Lustin and Paintbrush break to Trenton and Amariel that they must needs leave town?
So we have an issue, guys.
And I
we
found
need
these
to.
rats.
Thank you. Oh, they're pretty.
We need to kind of leave town.
Yeah.
So
Why?
What did you do?
it's more like, what did we all do? Not me, all of us. The Neodar are now after us. Like after us.
Oh.
Or at least Leroy's personal guard.
Remember that guy that we pissed off a few days ago?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm happy one of you do, because I forgot too for a little bit, and then I jogged my memory. Well, he is now sending his guard after us.
Oh, fun. I've had that happen before.
He wants to
Didn't
deal with
end well
school
for them.
officials. Go for it. Go. He's more than welcome to.
I mean, he might be waiting outside your classroom tomorrow. If you have a class.
I wouldn't know.
You don't know when your classes are?
They're like suggestions. They suggest that we go, and I just paintbrush earmuffs.
I'm gonna do the human earmuffs. Even though my-
No, I know you don't have ears there. Wait. They're suggestions, and some people take them, and some people don't.
Skag is glitching a little.
I know. There. I will fix it.
There, we can see you. It is all good.
There
All
we
right.
go.
As you were all talking about this, Malgtress does come out of the Wacky Mole Tavern, and she walks up to you all and she's like, I don't know if you know, but Lord Leroy of the Neodar, his guards were here asking about you.
See? I told you.
And
Oh my god, we're like really
they
popular.
said that Lord Leroy told them that he paid you for a deal that you didn't fully follow through on.
The terms of the deal were written out very clearly, and we did do that. He's just using jargon to try and get us.
I will defer to Amariel because I have no memory of any of this.
She's like, well, is there anything I can help with? I mean, I don't have much I can help with, but what are you planning to do?
We need to go talk to Ty.
We need to get him a
over at
pet.
For real. Okay.
Yeah, in the they said that they could help us out to get out of town, but I mean, that could be something else that happens, I guess. Because maybe, who knows, we could just go up and, into his house, middle of the night, and just get rid of problem right then and there.
Oh my god, assassination attempts are so in right now.
About this time, Lustin, you do see Jinlil come around a corner. He is the orc warlock who your boss had sent you to talk to and possibly train with for your warlock stuff.
That's right.
And you've met up with him a couple of times, and like he's been showing you some tips and tricks and the like. But he comes around and he's a giant orc of a man, but very calm and collected from what you have seen of him. Oh no, your camera is freaking
I know,
out,
it's
isn't it?
flicking out again. It's pissing me off because I just saw it. I'm like, bruh, there's nothing going on. Why are you doing this?
Your connection might not be fully there, but we'll deal with it for a little bit. Sometimes it happens if like the USB port, like the part that goes in isn't connecting fully.
Maybe. I'll figure it out afterwards.
Okay. But he does come around the corner and he's all like, yes, Lustin, my boy. I had a very strange visitor. Leroy of the Neodar came to see me personally and ask if I knew that you were not following through on your deals. What is going on?
We did, but no, we didn't.
Am I there?
Yeah, you're all together.
I'm gonna point to Amari. I'll be like, well, according to the person right next to me, they said we fully did, and I fully believe them.
That's why I said, yeah, we did, but we didn't.
Well, I'm sure somebody else has already told you this, since obviously you know, but it's probably a good idea to get out of town for the time being. I did go to the institute, the wizards that send the messages, and let me make sure I get this name right. I have sent a message to Dragon Rock, letting him know that you all need a place to go. And he says that you're more than welcome to go and hide out
Oh, good.
there with
Goes-
him.
Oh, it'll be nice to see him again. It's been a while.
He also said something at the end with the last few words he had that was something of, have you seen your brother? I don't know.
No, I have not. I
Well,
hope I never do.
Well, okay, whatever. Anyway, if you're already planning to get out of town, he does hand you a pouch with 15 gold in it.
Oh,
And he
goody,
says to help you out in your endeavors and getting there and the like.
okay. Get to this 15 gold. Okay, thank you very much. We shall definitely use this to our best uses. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I don't know how to wink.
You just close one eye when you look at them and smirk. That way they understand there's like an exchange of like non-verbal communication.
Is it like this?
You didn't even close your eye, and that's like the first part. Okay, we'll work on this. We'll work on this. I write down a small step-by-step process on how to wink on a piece of parchment, and then I give it to him. Just practice this every day, and you'll be very proficient in winking.
That actually kind of hurt my eye trying to do it that hard.
Yeah, you'll form tears if you just do it wrong. So let's try not to dehydrate ourselves.
So you have been given the day to take care of any last business and head out of town. You do see like the coming towards you that there are two guards that appear to be in armor that has the crest of Leroy on it, and a figure darts out of an alley and has taken on the guise of Amariel and gets their attention and draws them away.
That does not look promising.
Oh my god, you're like in two places at the same time, L'Oreal. That's super cool.
That is quite odd. I didn't think I could do that.
Well, now that we know you have this ability, it's going to be so great.
I feel like there's something we don't know.
There's a lot of things we don't know.
Lustin and Paintbrush, you were told that the ghost knives were going to keep them off of you for 24 hours.
Yes.
Oh, the ghost knives. I'm gonna.
My god, everyone's like pulling me to do so much more work.
They're going to have to.
And we're going to.
First of all, I don't have to do anything. All my professors can tell you that. They have tried to make me do things, and they have failed for years.
I mean, it's kind of working now if you're telling yourself you have to do things.
I doubt. Like, I could just like, and I start like picking up a stone, and you're like, is he gonna cast catapult on these guys?
Paintbrush, you do hear the little sound and see the light up of your parchment that Safzira can write to you on. As you pull it out, she does say, I have heard of the problem with the Neodar. I assume you all will be leaving town. I have given you your leave of absence here at the academy, and we'll look after Bob for you. Unless, of course, you would like him to come along, because you never know what a rogue bugbear may have handy to help with. And I will let the Institute know that Trenton will be taking a leave as well.
Thank you. And then, hey guys, do you think Bob should come with us, or should he stay home and get better? Or
I mean, we're at worst, he's bait.
not my baby boy, not my Bob.
I lean over to Amariel. He's probably going to die if he comes with us, and I just can't do that emotional support thing.
It'll crush Paintbrush if he dies, and that's so gonna happen if he comes with us.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be all like, Trenton, please make me feel better. And I'm like, someone give me a broom so I can pat him on the back, because that's like my
Paintbrush,
emotional
after
distance.
working with him for a while, you do know that he's the equivalent of a level 4 rogue. He has 48 hit points. He
What is his
Hold it up.
intelligence score though?
so he's got a -1 to strength, a +3 to dexterity, a +4 to constitution, a -1 to intelligence, a -1 to wisdom, and a +1 to charisma.
Like he's going to
My
die.
thought stands corrected.
Yeah, he literally let someone stop braiding his hair in the middle of a street fight.
At
Like
worst,
he's
he's bait.
going to die. And I just can't do the whole like emotional support friend thing. Like it's just, oh god. So
Yeah, I think we'll leave him home.
Okay.
Please watch over Bob, Bob, Sir Bugbear Bob, and
have them help him read books so he can become smarter.
uh, in the
Smarter by
Sunstar
reading
name, he
books?
needs to be more intelligent. He is to be drafted by next year for the Sunstar.
No, we did
Family.
not agree to that. We did not. Nope. I begin to cast Sacred Flame in my hand to go for the page. Nope.
I'll it'll be like the the Reddit post where you can like put a line through it. So I'll just put a line through it, but it'll still be visible.
This does send to her immediately. It
Oh.
doesn't like wait for you to be done writing. It like shows up letter by letter.
um we're going to Dragon Rock, right, you guys?
The
Dragon Rock.
actual Dragon Rock is the last name of the store owner, but it is in
He is my friend.
Are we sure we want to tell people where we're going?
I've been
aren't
saying these from the beginning. All of you love to overshare with complete strangers.
Yeah,
not
it's kind of
strangers.
I mean, just because you know their first name doesn't mean they're not strange. But
It's kind of true.
Like you people tell everyone everything.
Well, you've got to make friends somehow.
Mhm.
And some of our friends are now probably trying to kill us.
They don't need to know where we're going. We can just say F it and leave town tomorrow morning.
just tell them we're gonna be safe, and then give maybe a time. No, don't give them a type. Don't give them anything. Just
So-
ignore what I said.
So Trenton does, you know that meme of like that weird white furry animal sitting on a chair? He's just like, we literally just wrote on a piece of paper going to Dragon Rock.
but that doesn't mean anything since they don't necessarily know that it's a name.
Yeah,
No.
I didn't know it was a name either. I thought
No,
it was
but I'm like,
nice.
we're giving people details.
After everyone told me that, I will say we will be back? Question mark. Love you. Bye.
But where you are going is a small village in what is known as the Shining Vale, which if you look at the map, the red X is where you guys are. And then it's about a 5-day journey over towards the split, like the forking river.
Oh, good.
So you are
Um,
moving west.
We are going to need to pack. Everybody going to need some rations and stuff.
Yeah, rations. That'd be good.
I have to send a message before I go to my mama.
If you're just gonna send a message, like hand deliver a message kind of thing, you can write it out and send it out from the messenger service that you know will get there in about a week and a half.
Oh no, we have to tell her today. I'm going to go to the speakers, the talkers.
All right.
Oh, I'm gonna go to like the student post and check my mail that I do once a month. If there's been any like emergency correspondence dated like a month ago that I just have yet to answer.
You do have what appears to be 5 letters.
Okay,
They're
this is less than
all-
last time.
They're all from your mother. And it's just like, oh, just checking in. And here's the updates of what's happening here. And
Oh, Great. So I'm not in trouble. Things are perfect. I checked to see if they sent me any money.
No, no money.
Ah, they don't understand. Iced coffee isn't cheap. Thank God I have my student crystal. It just that's how I pay for all my iced coffees. It's on like that like student account that just goes to whoever pays my tuition. But it only works like in like school affiliated companies. That's why I couldn't use it for like the cloak or anything. It's just at student establishments. I'm also gonna like I'll go to like one of like my professors, the one who dislikes me the least. And I'm just gonna like so I'm like going on like one of those like student adventure mission things. I'm going to be out and like I'm trying to be a better student. If you want to like give me things that I should like review while I'm out.
This professor is a pretty scatterbrained female gnome, and she kind of looks around and she's like, oh, and she picks up a piece of paper and she's all like, we were let know by the Amaranthine Academy that they were sending you on a research trip. Is that what this is?
Yeah, like it's a research trip. Like we totally got so much more information from like this like spooky thing that like they've been doing months and didn't get anything. So like we're kind of like their supervisors now. So we're just gonna go on like a field expedition research mission, you know, super hush hush. But like I can't fall back on my studies because my parents would be like very disappointed. Um, so like if you have anything that can help me in the field research study or like academically.
She does go and like search around in one of her bookshelves for a minute, and she comes back with, and she's like, well, all of your teachers would have been let know that you will be taking a leave of absence.
Oh, thank God, I can't have this conversation another 6 times.
But here, this is it's my wizard's primer from when I was in school, and it will help you learn various things about the craft. And
Perfect.
it
So like
does
I
say
will.
that it's Wizard's Primer 101 by Abris the Absurd.
Perfect. And then can I just have a little parchment that like you gave this to me and then this was the required reading?
Sure.
Perfect. Because I'm assuming I've
This
read.
is totally the professor that you know that will just pretty much be like, this sounds fun, I'll do it.
Yeah, it's also like if this is stuff I should have already known, I can totally pass off later on. Like, this is not my fault. This is what I was given. Like, I was told to study the kindergarten book. This was faculty's fault.
But yeah, so she does hand over the book, and then she's like, here, I'll keep this parchment and also send it on to the others that I have given you this book to study. And as you do look at it, it does have a little bit of the like higher level how to enchant items. It does talk about finding spells, getting spells in your book. Like it's pretty in-depth and follows along with a lot of what your classes are.
Perfect. So like that way I like don't have like completely like months of like shit after capital, just like the months I've already skipped and not like the stuff I'm going to skip. And what time is it? What around what time is it?
It's around lunchtime.
Yeah, I'll like head back and like meet up with everyone because I'll send a post to my family and be like, hello mama, papa, everything's good. Like school is like going super fantastic. I'm like acing all my classes. My classmates are like super jealous. The iced coffees aren't as good as they are at home, but like they're doable. We may have started like some kind of political upheaval here, but like no biggie, we're handling it. Like yeah, everything's good, going on adventure, found some spooky stuff, People may die. You know, I'm still gonna survive. Paintbrush is alive. He's doing his thing. You would be very happy. Okay, bye. And I write like 7 eyes and a period. Uh, and then I send it knowing it's gonna take at least a week to 2 weeks to get there. I do nothing expedited. Delay, delay, delay. And then I'll go meet up with the group when I'm done with that.
All right, Paintbrush, you do go to the Institute. I imagine you kind of walk there with Trenton, and then you're going into where the message center is. It is, I think I said it was
10 gold.
10 gold. Yeah, 10 gold to send a message.
So I'm gonna hello, good sir or madam. This is a picture. I'm gonna pull out the sketchbook and show him a picture of my mama. I need to send her a message, but she's kind of she's like a Dragon Ball Z character, so she's like powering up. It's a little childish, but my mom is my superhero. So I need you to send a message to her. Her name is oh shit. What is my mama's name? I know. Cheeky Star. No, Cheeky Star. Yeah.
All right, you have 25 words.
Oh no, I forgot about that part. So I'm going to cut the order's face. Mama, we're leaving. Oh shit. We're leaving town.
Shit went through too.
We're going to Dragon Rock. Love you. Trenton is still alive. Bye.
I want it to be delivered exactly like that too.
It is. The messenger kind of goes a little blank as the message comes back, and he says, "Son, watch your language." I don't know where Dragon Rock is, but stay safe, have fun.
And I'm going to pet the person's head. Thank you. And let go of their face. And
He
meet
looks
up with
real
them.
confused.
I appreciate you. You did good work today. I am going to give him. I have a bell. I'm going to tie a bell around his little neck, and I appreciate you. Good day. And I'm gonna meet up with everybody else.
God, I wish Leston was there for that.
You leave him with this bell around his neck, and his hands are just kind of up, like, what just happened? He might need therapy after
Oh, damn, he took my
Amariel,
bell.
anything you were doing?
I'm just gonna go get rations and like things that would be necessary. Like I'll probably try and get a map of some sort.
Yeah, if you go into what is it called? Filled to Capacity, where Cheeky Song, the Tabaxi woman, is. You can get a map, and there'll be rations and like any rope or random other normal items that you're.
Yeah, I'll just go pack up on that to have enough. I make sure I have enough dog food stuff. But I don't really have much to do. I came here to travel, so I don't have anything keeping me.
As you head back over to the Wacky Mole, Meltress does come out of the greenhouse area, and she's got like a couple bundles of plants and herbs and stuff, and she's all like, for teas and the like, because I know you will miss the teas.
You didn't have to, but thank you. I
You have
appreciate
been a
it.
joy to have around, and I do hope you all hurry back. It's been so exciting with you all around. Oh,
Let us know
maybe
if you have
I should
problems.
hire somebody in your guys' stead to hang out around here in case I get attacked again.
That's probably a wise decision. I would suggest no one from the Neodar.
I wonder if that lovely bugbear would come and hang out with me.
Yes, that would be spectacular. Please keep them busy. They will follow anyone that smiles at them.
Well, I will make sure that I talk to Paintbrush and see if he will contact Bob to come and hang out. Yes, I think that sounds wonderful.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going.
She's
when
like,
are
well,
we going?
are you heading out today? Are you heading out in the morning?
I honestly don't know what the plan is. Everyone took along longer than I figured they would. I guess people don't just pack up and leave every time.
Well, they are a little established here, so I mean, I did hear Hurt come in, and she may have whispered to me that they bought you until tomorrow morning. So you have tonight to stay here and get a good night's rest before heading out.
All right.
So yeah, you can pack up everything and just kind of leave it next to your cot so you can get that one last night's sleep. Anything else anybody wants to do outside of hanging out at the Wacky Mole Tavern, kind of? And Meltress does like set up a table for you all back in the greenhouse, and the windows, while letting in light, are frosted, so nobody walking past would be able to see you in there.
Awesome. So does everybody have everything that they're going to need for the next 5 days?
Yeah,
I need
I'm
more
always
rations.
ready to go.
Amariel did get rations, and we'll say that for like, let me double check this.
I apparently already have rations.
We will say that for 10 gold, you get enough rations for everybody for the 5-day trip, just in case anybody is out.
Okay. I have 4, so would anyone want to pitch in for that?
Yeah, I'll pitch it.
Okay.
I'll do 8. So that he still has money.
Yep, I can. So we need 10.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll pitch in. Paintbrush is putting in 8.
Mhm.
And then you put in, are you putting in everything or just?
Yeah, I was planning on it, but then Paintbrush is like, I'm gonna put in 8, so I'm like, oh, okay, I can just do the rest of the 2. I still have
Okay.
2 gold after that. I'm fine with that.
All right, cool. So we're good then.
Yeah, and I would say that that covers rations and any other little things that you pick up from
And we
GPC.
get to pick up our coat hopefully tomorrow on our way out.
They did say that that was going to be a few days.
Ah, son of a.
No, woe is me. My cat. I just need my cat. How much would it be to like get a couple of tents?
Or do you know we could just go get the whole carriage?
A 2-person tent would be about 2 gold pieces.
Oh my god, do they have like one of those like deluxe glamping tents? The one that has like the entryway and then like the offshoots that are, like individual rooms. You know what I'm talking about?
The
They
big,
just have
huge,
2-person
giant
tents.
ones.
The ones that are like for families.
No, they do not have any of those.
I look at them with such disdain that it should do psychic damage. So I'll get 3 tents
Okay.
So that would be 6 gold, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll add that to my inventory. I'll be like, cause like honestly, I don't want to sleep in the rain.
Or the snow, because you're in the snowy country. So
I didn't. I in like manage inventory, I wrote rain and not tent.
So yes, you do all of your last minute planning. You're sitting around the table in the greenhouse. Leston, I assume you go and let Cobnus know
Yep.
that you all be leaving in the morning. Get your stuff together that you might have in there that's not in the conch shell, though I think everything is in the conch shell.
Pretty much. All he's carrying on
Cobnus
him is
does pick up the weasel, and he's like, I know Errol's gonna try and leave this damn weasel with me. Here, you take it.
no. Just right off the bat without skipping a beat. No.
Well, the damn boy's gonna take the damn weasel because I am not watching it while you're out of town.
I will go like this and like try to hide my hands as much as I can. No. I don't do fluffy things. I'm sorry.
Roll an animal handling just.
You're the one that shares a room with him. You're responsible for the weasel.
I am not responsible for the weasel. I was not there when he picked it up.
You guys are roommates, therefore you have the roommate contract.
No, we're not the roommates. We're still in separate rooms. Try again.
You're in the housing contract. Same apartment.
Oh, jeez. Animal handling. What I get? What is that? Yeah, that's a 2. Swear to God, if this thing jumps up
He
on
picks
me.
up this weasel and tries to like hand it over to you, and the weasel looks up at you and like bares its teeth and like reaches out to bite at you and runs back over to Errol.
I don't do fluffy things. I'm sorry.
Fine. Errol will take it whether he likes it or not. Otherwise, it goes back to the pet store. He's like, he will be good by tonight. So, in the morning, we will make sure he is ready to go.
That sounds promising then. Just no weasel. I can deal with big dog thing. I cannot deal with little tiny scratchy bitey thing.
I am Weasel. I are baboon.
Yes, I am Weasel. Weasel for president.
I loved that show. And so
Cow and cheeky.
you all do get together in the greenhouse around the table, and Meltris, without charging you, brings out this she brings out fresh pork that's seasoned and diced up like it would be going into a stew, but she decided it was for you guys. And then she made some fresh salads, and there's a soup and like this grand meal. And she's like, I just want to thank all of you for everything that you've done for me. And so here, good meal before you go.
Oh, shucks. Thank you. Didn't have to do that.
I pull out an iced coffee from somewhere.
It's just like an on tap. It's just like an on tap coffee. It's like
It's like
it comes out of
Go
nowhere.
out on the road without
Boom.
your iced coffee.
I've that's like the first thing like he's gonna learn how to enchant is like a never-ending iced coffee.
It's not going to be a decanter of endless water. It's going to be a decanter of endless
Yeah,
coffee.
endless iced coffee
Perfectly chilled.
at that perfect temperature where it's cold but it doesn't hurt your teeth if you're sensitive.
Yep. Nitro cold brew in a cup.
Yep.
It always tastes like caramel with white mocha.
Oh, so we got somebody that drinks the fancy coffee.
Roll me an general intelligence check, Trenton.
I just put all my dice in their containers so I could have them organized. And now they look so pretty when I open them. Oh, that's not good. 5 plus 5 is 10.
One second.
You betrayed me and you're new. I can still return you.
There will be no dice jail. Into the fire.
I love those wax ones that like when the dice disappoints you, you just melt it.
Yep.
But I would have to buy so many.
Oh, I would too, because
Oh,
I'd get
man.
pissed and just end up throwing it somewhere.
No,
or
I live
just
in
having it
South
shatter.
Florida. They would just melt.
Gotta have that AC on all the time.
For real.
What is a candle? I don't know.
I'm gonna also just cast Detect Thoughts again and see if I can get any other information from the book about like just general like we need some kind of guidance, like bitch, please give us more details.
Give you 1 minute because I am gonna find this.
It's okay. It's okay. So like, just to put out there, like what I'm looking for. Okay, guys, like any information you want me to try and get from the book, let me know because I'm trying to dive in. I'm gonna see if I can get Bruce or one of Bruce's friends. I'm thinking about like more detailed locations of where we need to go. Where the fuck is this rock? What else?
All right, I will say that even on a 10 investigation, you were able to find this. Let me remind myself of the name. Okay, I totally. Oh, Julie, not.
I honestly thought that that 5-letter roll was about eventually learning how to make a decanter of endless iced coffee.
That's what I wanted. I had to turn on homebrew content for you. You now have a decanter of endless coffee. You can use an action to remove the stopper and speak one of 3 command words, whereupon an amount of coffee pours out of the flask. The coffee comes out at your perfected temperature with your preferred amount of sugar and milk already added. You can do 1
Ooh.
cup of espresso, 1 cup of Sarabanda dark coffee, or a cup of mild and flavorful Germatu Arbasti coffee. And I will say that your coffee dealer understands how important this is to you and just gives it to you. I'm like, I made him roll, but I'm gonna give it to him regardless.
Constant caffeine high.
I was ready to make like a character arc of just learning how to make one. I was ready for that.
Somebody needs to take Artificer.
Oh my god, I don't want to. I'm already multi-class. I can't multi-class again.
You want a triple
could.
class?
I could. I've done it before.
It's not fun.
It's super fun. But yeah, I'm gonna detect thoughts again on the book and like try and see if I can delve any other information or if there's a different voice with like a different perspective. Anyone else have any ideas of what I should ask the book? Or, like, try
That's
and
a
get-
22. So you do again just get the surface thoughts of all of the clashing words and whispers.
Ew, no, they're like so busy with each other right now. They're all fighting. Not getting any information.
Because you're not holding it right, and I'm gonna hold the book.
Okay, would you like to try and connect with the book?
It's not fun. Do
I-
it.
yeah,
it's not
I
fun,
think-
but do it.
Lustin, how close to the book are you right now?
Trying not to be close to the damn thing. Because
I'm
fuck that, it
slowly
hurt me.
pulling my dagger out to prick Paintbrush so he bleeds into the book.
It's fun. It's fun, paintbrush. Trust me.
Do you offer your blood to the book, paintbrush?
Mm.
Meanwhile, Amariel is just like, what the fuck are you guys doing with this book?
I've already taken out my sword and I'm like, 3, 2, 1, boop.
Oh no.
But you gotta like make sure that you kind of just and then put a line in it. Put your finger on it and touch it.
Ooh. That's what
You're
I'll do.
You're already
I'm gonna
bleeding.
cradle it, and I might as well just little pat.
Your blood is sucked into the book, and as your hand is on the book with your blood, it starts trying to pull your hand in. Roll me a dexterity save.
No.
Oh
Oh, I'm
boy.
good at dexterity. I'm good
We're
at
figuring stuff out real quick, y'all.
That's
Let chaos reign.
plus 4, 19.
Okay, yeah, it starts to like try and pull your hand in, and you do get it pulled away, and you're like, what's that?
Oh.
But as your blood does go in, you do hear the cacophony of voices that make no sense in your head. Again, the chaos, order, like darkness, light, like just the contradictory words slamming into each other, and you don't get anything intelligible out of it.
My
Because
ears
now we've
twitch a
learned
little.
not to question how I hold a book.
Well,
I still
see, at
question
least
it.
he's talking now. He's talking. It's because I'm holding him this way.
Bruce, did you speak to Bruce? No.
I don't know, but
Exactly.
So as you hand the book back to Trenton, you do hand it past Lustin. And once it gets within 5 feet of you, Lustin, you do start to hear the voices again. And Paintbrush, as soon as you let go of the book and you're more than 5 feet away from it, the voices stop. So anytime the two of you are within 5 feet of this book now, you are going to hear those voices in your head.
I have a curse on me, yes.
You're not necessarily sure it's a curse. It's just a cacophony of voices in your head if you get too close to the brain book.
In my head, it's a curse.
it's a friend. Is how I'm interpreting this.
Listen, I will still fight to get a cursed magic item. Every chance I get, I will still ask for it. Now that I say that, everybody else is going to curse magic item except me.
If I get one, I'll give
So
it to
far,
you.
nobody does have one. The only cursed items I'm
know.
going to give out are if somebody buys them off of coffee for somebody. Oh yeah,
I
by the
know.
way, you could affect the game by going to our coffee link.
That's what I was trying to hint at. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Or give the despondent wizard a beneficial magic item that he will be reluctant to use, therefore it being kind of a waste.
No, just give me like 3 or 4 cursed items, please. I want to see what happens.
Jeez.
I am what they call a glutton for punishment.
I see that.
That just means we let you die.
You know, the number of times you've talked about cursed items, I do see you as that guy in The Mummy Returns. This is cursed, that is cursed.
Yep. It's exactly what it is. It's like, oh, look, I'm going to go open up the tomb now. Flunk. Oh, no.
I told you not to open up the tomb.
Oh, no. I don't know what happened.
You see what happened was. But yes, so you eat your delicious meal. You hear voices from a book if you get too close to it.
Marielle, would you like to try?
No.
Are
No.
you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, that's kind of one of the things they teach you in the Feywild. Don't bleed into things that you don't want to be stuck to you forever, even after death. Yeah.
I mean, I already got the voices already talking to me. I'm going to grab the conch shell and put it up to my face. It's like, don't die.
That sounds like a problem that you should probably have fixed.
Does the conch shell talk to you?
The things inside the conch shell talk to me.
Uh-huh.
I know it's weird. Yes, it's weird. I know.
Sure.
Can I see the conch shell?
Sure.
I cast identify on it.
It's
Cause what the fuck is a dude talking to a conch shell?
let me actually look at this closer so that I know.
Like, is he mentally stable enough for this mission?
I really want this thing to pop out and just scare the shit out of Trenton now as I hand it to him.
I already know there's like a
Uh,
weird tentacle thing on it.
Yes. Oh no, he's gonna hold it out for you, just so you can hold it.
No, I'm not gonna hold it. I'm
Um,
just touching it with a finger and doing identify.
when you do cast identify on it, I assume you're doing it ritually.
Oh no, I'm just like I want to
Just-
touch it as little as possible, so it's like the
Okay.
the insta cast.
You do recognize it as a genie's vessel, and you know that it can be a resting place for the person who has it, but it's not necessarily a magic item as you know it. It's obviously imbued with magic, but it's not the kind of magic that those on the material plane can cast.
See, watch this, and just to prove his point, he'll pop into the cone.
But what I'm getting is like, okay, he's actually not crazy.
Yeah, and as you say that, he does do bottled respite, and he like shrinks down and just disappears into the shell.
I shake the shell. Does this affect you?
Nope.
No response. You
What-
guys
what
should
is
really
it?
come in and join.
No, thank you. What is that item? What is it? You did the thing to it, and
As it's
Would
just now
I
sitting there on the
have-
table.
Would I have the sense to know if this is crucial information that should not be shared in
Make
a public setting?
an intelligence check.
I mean, we're in our own little thing.
I
as
thought we were
well.
like in the
we're in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, okay.
that's separated from everything else.
13.
Yeah, it's probably not something that should just be bandied about, but it's obvious that he trusts you all enough at this point to let you know that this is a thing he can do.
So he's like bound to a genie, and this is like a physical manifestation
genie?
of their link. Yeah.
They're so much worse than hags. Why did he say yes to a genie?
Why do you do fog cloud in the middle of a combat when you have ranged people? He makes bad choices.
Never said he was the smartest.
Oh, and now that we're all here, Trenton, I was trying to show you this, and I'm gonna show him my coin that I lost.
Trenton, roll a history check for me.
Okay.
Stupid camera.
Oh, that's not fantastic, but 16.
That's enough. You do remember in childhood that a similar coin had come into Paintbrush's possession, and it's when he had that he started sneaking out at night to go and paint on walls, and then he started to slowly get into kind of worse and worse trouble. He started stealing things from your family house. There was the illegal painting. He occasionally would break things of yours. And then there was one night that you remember that Paintbrush was caught attempting to burn down one of his neighbors' houses. And the leader of his tribe was summoned by his papa, his father, to come and see what was going on. And you were already practicing your being stealthy at that point, and you had snuck into the room and hidden behind some curtains, and he was put into a trance, and the coin was taken from him, and you heard the term Anis hag mentioned. Then the iron coin was taken from him, and there was members of his tribe that were with him at all times for the next few weeks until they were certain that he was no longer acting on those impulses.
Can I see this for a second?
A hand comes reaching out of the conch shell.
Your conch shell's on the floor. After I shook it, you didn't feel anything.
I know. There's just a hand that pops out.
Waving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're my friend. Content.
I'm gonna pop Mirage out. And I'm gonna take the coin and I'm gonna cast Identify on the coin. Cause I'm like, how the fuck is this coin back?
What up?
Let me just make sure on something here.
Identificante.
Oh God, you can't see curses with Identify.
If it's a magic item, you learn its properties.
Don't know that it's technically a magic item is the thing. I'm trying to figure that out.
Or some other magic imbued object.
Okay.
You learn its properties, how to use it, whether it requires attunement, how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn what spell created it.
So through Identify, you identify this as an iron token, which an Anis hag can pull out one of her iron teeth or nails and shape it and polish it into the form of a coin, a ring, or a tiny mirror. Thereafter, any creature that holds this iron token can have a whispered conversation with the hag, provided the creature and the hag are on the same plane of existence and within 10 miles of each other. The holder of the token can hear only the hag's voice, not those of any other creatures or any ambient noise around the hag. Similarly, the hag can hear the holder of the token and not the noise around it. You do know that a hag can have up to 3 iron tokens active at any one time. As an action, she can discern the direction and approximate distance to all of her active tokens. She can instantaneously deactivate any of her tokens at any distance, no action required, whereupon the token retains its current form but loses its magical properties.
Where did you get this?
You saw me pick it up when we got back at the town. It was just on the floor.
So...
And I'm gonna snatch that. Oh wait, he has mirages. My token.
This is made by a hag. You tried burning your neighbor's house down when you had this.
Mm.
Do we remember when we became a criminal?
Mm.
Do we?
Paintbrush, you just remembered that your friend Agatha, the kindly old lady, wanted you to hurt the people that hurt her.
Because that's not a total witch name at all.
No, never. I've never heard Agatha or an H last name ever become a horrifying witch lady. Never.
It was Agatha all along.
Oh, actually, now that you say that, I do remember a little bit, but
Vandalism, attempted murder.
I'm gonna kind of reach my hand under the table to see if I can get it passed off. If we can get it away from paintbrush. That's my goal right now. I'm a Fey Warden. This is what I'm trained to do.
I'm going to try and fanoodle one of my silver coins to look like it replaced it,
Let me
and
see
then
what
hand
spell-
off the bad the bad one token to Amariel.
I'll pop my head out of the conch shell this time now and be like, what I miss?
Evil hag token that turned sweet little paintbrush into an attempted murderer.
Oh, so that is your coin.
My coin. And I'm gonna
Oh.
snatch. Try
Now-
snatching my coin.
You don't have any spells on you currently, Trenton, that would disguise it.
I have I could just launch it with a catapult.
Do it.
I have command if I need to use it, but
Launch
don't
the
know.
fuck
All
out of
right,
that
so
thing. and go to
paintbrush,
the-
you do reach for the iron coin, yes?
Yes, my coin.
I'm gonna command you
Okay.
to sit.
Oh,
All right.
In your watch the style. Here we go.
I believe that is a saving throw.
Yep, wisdom save.
Okay, roll a wisdom save, paintbrush.
Silvery barbs.
oh,
Okay,
okay.
silvery
With
barbs
disadvantage,
first.
right?
You have disadvantage, and I give myself advantage on my next roll.
Okay.
Oh wait, doesn't he have to roll a save for the silvery barbs as well?
Nope, it just happens.
It just happens? Okay.
My highest was a 9.
Yeah, that
and
fails.
Plus 3.
That still fails. My
That
wisdom save
fails.
is a 14.
Oh.
So yes, you hear Amariel's voice in your head that says sit, and you like sit like a cat would sit in your chair.
A little tail.
And I'm gonna run out of the building to where he can't see me, and I'm just gonna catapult it in a random direction that he's not gonna know
Alright.
which way it was launched. And you're someone else's problem. But I whisper into it before. Leave him the fuck alone, or you'll probably die. Catapult.
But yes, eventually the command does wear off, or she lets it go, and you realize what they have done now, Paintbrush.
I give him a silver coin. Look, you have a new coin. That doesn't bind you to an evil hag. That won't make you a murderer.
You have more
Yeah.
friends now than just that person.
Yeah.
Because
And
she's
I'm-
gonna
What
try
would
and.
Bob think if you did something like
Oh,
that?
what would Bob think?
What would Bob do if you found
Well,
out what
well,
you
what-
did?
Wait, what if he finds the coin, you guys? What did you do with it?
It's gone.
It's not our problem anymore.
WWBD, what would Bob do?
uh, okay.
I give him the silver coin. Look, it's your new coin.
I'm gonna cherish this coin. I'm gonna put it in my pouch. I have a pouch on me, yeah?
Yep.
Yes. I'm gonna make sure it's not with the rest of my coins. Uh, I'm gonna tie my ball of yarn string around it.
It's now your special silver coin from Trenton.
Yeah.
All right.
So you are
So,
bound
yeah.
to a hag, and I'm bound to a genie. Little head just sticking out of the conch shell. Looking up
He's
at
not
you.
bound anymore because that shit is
Nope,
gone.
it's gone.
For now.
If they
I
try
have
it
a
again,
sneaking
I will banish
suspicion.
them into the Feywild.
That is fair. And head goes back in.
Just like leave it here. I don't really like know what to do with it. We just leave the shell here, right?
Yeah. Or
I mean,
I
I don't.
I don't know how well he thought this out.
so I have a chest. So we might need a card or something. So I think I'll just pack him in my chest. I'll put his conch shell in my chest and we
No,
can
he
just
keeps
take
his Lustin keeps his conch shell on him.
Oh, but he's in the conch
He's
shell.
in
no?
the conch
Oh,
shell.
so you're putting him
That's
in
what I'm saying.
your
Like, do we just
chest.
leave the conch shell here with him inside? I don't.
Hey,
I will not be held
Trenton,
liable for this shell.
Trenton, maybe you should stay with Paintbrush tonight to watch him.
That's so much work. Fine.
Maltris has offered, since she saw that you had tents, if you want to just set up in the greenhouse to stay the night instead of going back and having to come back in the morning.
I mean, I'll still have to go and get
Well, yes, but that's just
Yeah.
basically right next door. So
Okay.
yes, she
Sounds
she actually went over and did talk to Cobness and knows that Errol is down for the rest of this night, but will be ready to go in the morning.
I'm gonna
A
I'm
plus.
gonna pull out the tents and be like, these are too heavy for me.
Gonna reach out a hand again. And start waving.
Hey.
I'm just gonna use my foot to tip the conch shell over so that the opening is in the ground.
Like start crawling with the thing.
Yeah, like I said hermit crab. I was gonna make it happen.
Roll me a strength saving throw, Lustin, to see if you can actually lift up with your arm and make it walk like a hermit crab.
You
Oh,
are
come
your
on,
own
be
pet from the
good.
store now.
Oh yeah, that's a 24.
So yes, you all see as Trenton kind of kicks it down into a little divot, his hand just like lifts up the conch shell and then walks back up to the table.
Yeah, that's
Does
pretty
a little dance at
unsettling.
the end.
Perfect. I don't need to touch it now. You are now responsible for your own movement henceforth. Thank you.
Just like grab Trenton by the ankle and just yank him in.
You can't pull anybody else in currently.
Oh,
As
dang
soon
it.
as I see this hermit hand touch me, I just launch my leg in a direction to fling it. Like,
I don't-
ew.
Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure that it's not till
Level
a higher level.
6-ish?
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I know it's like
Level
second
10.
tier.
Level 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
level 10.
I can't do that for a while. Okay. Cool.
You can, yeah, at level 10 you can choose up to 5 willing creatures to go in.
Okay, so I just grab his ankle then.
And I like roundhouse kick to launch that shit.
Roll an attack. Unarmed.
Bruh.
Would I be able to use my dexterity? Because I have a level in rogue.
No. This right now is still just strength.
10. Well, because it's -3. That's why I'm asking.
Bruh.
I feel like
Yeah.
since I'm watching Paintbrush like a hawk. I'm not taking my eyes off of Paintbrush. I am watching this tabaxi like it's my job right now
Why
as
you
the
do this?
shenanigans unfold.
So you do try and take the conch shell. It doesn't work. You all finally, Lustin, you do go back over to Cobnass's unless you stay in the conch shell until the morning and you just are on the floor in the greenhouse.
I can stay in it for 4 hours.
Okay.
So it's got a time on it before I'm just popped out.
So yeah, you probably pop out, go back over to Cobnas's and get your Narrow stuff together. And as you all settle down for the evening, that is where we're going to end for tonight, especially since Skag's camera
I
is
know. My
freaking
camera is
out.
freaking the hell out.
I would have tied paintbrush up.
So thank you everybody who came out to watch. Thank you as always,
God.
players. Skag, go ahead and start us off with the outros while your
Oh,
camera's
good.
behaving.
I'm trying to do this. All right. Hello, everybody. I'm Skagwater RPG. You can find me on Twitter and all the other things under that. And yeah, you can also find me every other Friday with Dice Drop Evolution, a Mutants Masterminds actual play podcast. And hopefully soon we'll release something that has to do with icons as well.
Yes.
Or I will. So yeah.
And Mary.
Hi, I'm Mary. You can find me on socials at Nerd on Wheels 15. You can catch me Tuesdays over on 2000 Tales for Big Gay Dice Game. This Thursday is the first episode of a Vason mini campaign over on Chaotic Wonderful that I'm running, and it also has our lovely Errol in it. It's going to be a blast. Friday is the third night of Dungeons and Donations, where we are raising money for Planned Parenthood. It's a lot of fun. We've made it to almost into a tier 4 dungeon. So come hang out and raise money for a good cause. That's all I got.
Easy.
Hi, I'm Izzy. You can find me on the Twitter and the Instagram, Izzy Telever, all one. And I'll see you guys next week.
Last but not least, Danny.
Thanks for watching. You can find me everywhere as Dr. Snugglebutts. And like and subscribe this channel. And show up next week. And comment. And
You have a Sunday night game.
yeah, check that out. Crows of the Damned. And thinking is hard. I haven't slept in like 3 days because I've been kind of sick, but it's okay. And follow Steve on Twitter as well because he's not here to plug himself.
There.
And insert project. That's the best I could do for him. And Izzy has Twitter, so go follow Izzy. And follow the channel, bitches. Yeah, I dropped that B word. Do it. Okay, I'm done.
And I am Kristen. I have been the DM for this wild ride of an evening. You can find me all over the internet at Darth Surrealish. You can catch me on Saturday nights over at Exquisite Corpse Presents for Sister Cities, where I play Candy. You can also catch me in most of the stuff we have on this channel. So I'm just going to say what you can catch me in as I plug it all. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. we have Watercolor Wizardry with our watercolor wizard Maria. She did the character art that you do see on screen here. She is fantabulous and wonderful. Then we also have tomorrow at 4:30, everything is Pacific time, Misguided Magic with Maria DMing for our second episode altogether. Very exciting. And then on Wednesday this week for Chaos Curiosities, it's not gonna be me. Kat and Chad are gonna come on and do some stuff for y'all, and I'm actually taking a night off. What?
Crazy. I don't know if I didn't think that was possible.
Then on Thursday, join us for At the Threshold at 5 p.m. with our DM Chad, who will be with Kat on Wednesday, as he takes us through the next part of this crazy world he has been running, where I play Astray, the emotional support undead. We have a shirt. I love it. On Friday, we have Somna McSterai that I run at 7 p.m. it's a cyberpunk homebrew where I've created an entire city that I really absolutely love what I've done with the prison and the Freedom City that's down there. And then back here next week for Artena at 5:30. We are going to switch next week because some schedules have gotten tight, and to help accommodate our players with a more timely time. Time is a weird soup. Thanks everyone
soup.
for joining us tonight, and we will see you later.
Bye. Good night.
Bonsoir, bitches.
Goodbye.